So, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star on your average day, in your average neighborhood, your average city, we would expect to hear like this. When you talk about reharmonization, most of the time you're talking about the melody staying the same, but the chords that you would otherwise expect with this melody have changed somehow. One thing that's easy to do, and it's guaranteed to work on some level, is you change every major chord with its relative minor, or you could change every minor chord with its relative major. Another thing you can do is you can continue to use the same chords, but you change the bass note and you create hybrid chords. So for instance, I'm gonna continue to start on a G major chord, but C will now be in the bass. And you'll see C over D after that. These last few examples kind of become more and more free. If you kind of imagine that you were the person writing this song from the beginning and you're writing in the key of G, for example, and you're going to choose any logical chord with any note in this key. So the main idea here is every individual note could be the first, the third, or the fifth of something. So you can choose as you want from this key. That would mean that every single note has 3 chords as an option. The note C, for instance, could be part of a C major chord. It could be part of an A minor chord, or it could be part of an F major chord. The previous technique becomes more free once you start involving sevenths. So now we're saying that every note could be the first, the third, or the fifth, or the seventh of any chord in the key. So the note C, for instance, could be part of C, A minor, and F like before, but now it could also be part of a D minor 7 chord. The last technique I'm going to talk about is where you would continue to think about how the notes relate to chords, but regardless of key, things don't need to be related to by key. Furthermore, the notes don't need to be only a first, a third, a fifth, or a seventh. They could be, but they could also be the 9th, 11th, 13th, and any alteration. So I think the method here is try to think of each individual note in the melody as if it's its own song. Like forget about the context of the whole song and just deal with that note. When you do that, then you start piecing together beat after beat, chord after chord. And then you have to use your ear and use your judgment